Hey there, I'm Mark Simon, and I recently ordered the new Wacom Cintiq 24-inch Pro unit and one of the desktop stands. I just got the boxes in for them. I can't wait. The smaller box is actually the Wacom Cintiq. This giant box is the stand. So let's check it out. Gotta see this monitor. Oh, there's instructions here. Oh, look at all these cool things. Oh, there's a puck. And a remote. Comes with a puck and a remote. I did not know that. Very cool. New pen. Pen holder. Nice. All my different cables. All right. Oh, how beautiful that is. Smooth bezel all the way to the edge. Nice. Not very thick. All right. Looks like there's something else in here. Yep. Gotta make sure you look in there. Deep in. Got the charging cables. Now, let's take a look at this big stand so I can actually put this on my desk. Remember, kids, don't play with scissors and knives unless you want to be cool. All right. Nice big instructions here on how to set it up. All right. Over the years, I've learned to actually pay attention to that. All right, so looks like this might have come from IKEA. I gotta put it together. Really beautiful pieces here. Kind of rubberized surface. It's nice. It's got a real nice soft feel to it. Lots of pieces. Oh, look at this. Looks like a brushed aluminum. Very nice. Ooh, gotta pay attention to these things. Got a little Allen wrench in there. A lot of little tiny screws. Don't want to misplace those. And then the bulk of the stand. Oh, man, is that heavy. Oh my God. The nice part about it being so heavy, it'll be stable. I push pretty hard when I draw, so I want a stand that's really stable, so I can really lean into it. Oh, this is cool. Some more instructions. I guess I'll have to pay attention to this. Let me go put some of this together and I'll be right back. All right, so I got it up on its stand. It's stunning. It's gorgeous. And the resolution is far higher than I thought it was, over 3,800 pixels across. But it looks absolutely beautiful. And as you can tell, I've got it up here on my other display as well. So as I'm drawing here, other people who are in my studio can watch what I'm drawing up there. So I've got 3 monitors. This one is duplicated. Now I still have a few more things to do. I still have the back plate to put on to make it look really nice. Now, here's one issue to watch for. They have a lot of cables, and all of their sheets telling you what to do, nothing's labeled. It's all visuals. Even though I do this all the time, I was confused. There's 3 different ways to connect. So there's USB-C connections, or HDMI connections, or as I did, DisplayPort. There's 8 cables that come with this. They're not all really clear. You have to use a USB cable unless you're using USB-C. I had to call to find that out. Now, there's also this cable. Don't know what that's for. No reason. Nothing stated. There's also a short cable that I didn't know what was for at first, but because they come with this remote, which I love, I already had one of these remotes, it's awesome. This is the charging cable for the remote, so it's good for you to know. You should charge it as soon as you get it. Oh, wrong side. But I love this remote. I use it all the time for presentations and everything, so I'm gonna go charge that now. Putting the stand together is actually very easy. There's not much to it. It looked more complicated than it actually ended up being when I pulled it out. This looks amazing, so let me finish putting this together with the other little pieces on the stand, and we'll take it through a quick test run. So as I was mentioning, you generally need 3 cables. Unless you're using the USB-C cable, then you just need power and USB-C. So this is not a puck like I thought it was, because the bottom is so cool. It's for holding the pen, and our extra nibs are in it. So that's very cool. The remote, as I talked about, I'll be using tremendously. But this is incredible. So it stands up. It's as big as my other monitor. But here's for drawing better than any I've ever had before. So on these sides, I can tilt it, and then I can release here and bring it down. Tilt it out. And now I can draw more comfortably than I have drawn in years. I mean, this is stunning to be able to work this way. It's smooth bezel all the way to the side. I've got all my touch buttons over here up on top that pulls up different things, which I actually haven't even played with. Right now they're popping up on my other display. This is so cool. All right, and it's touch, so I use Storable Pro all the time, so I can manipulate, move, whatever I need to on it. So this is really cool. You see it snaps right back up. I can adjust whatever angle I want, but the stand also allows me to rotate it as I want to. So, and it is rock solid. I mean, there's a reason that it's heavy. So far, this is absolutely beautiful. It's the most beautiful looking unit that they've made. So this is the Wacom Cintiq Pro 24. I'm going to spend the rest of the day drawing down in my lap, saving my back. So I hope you get one. It's pretty awesome. Well, I've been working on my new Cintiq 24 here for a few weeks now, and I wanted to just add a little update to my box opening. And I got to tell you, I have been loving every minute of working on this thing. One of the things I've noticed is it's also the brightest screen of all the Wacoms that I've used. And in fact, it's the first one I've used where the screen here is actually brighter than my regular monitor. The other ones tend to be just slightly dimmer, probably because of the glass coating. I don't know if it's because of how they've gotten rid of the parallax, which makes it so much easier to draw for the incredibly long hours that I work. But somehow it's brighter, and it's also, not only is it a large area to draw on, but it also has over 3,800 pixels wide resolution, which means that when, like I'm in Storable Pro doing some 3D work, I can actually have my top and my side views open and still have lots and lots of room to be drawing. Same thing if you're working on any drawing program. You can put your reference images right here. You don't even need a second monitor quite a bit when you're working with something that's nice. One of the other things I've noticed too is, I'd mentioned the remote, and one of the cool things about this remote, which I had forgotten about, is that it's magnetic. So I can place it anywhere high or low on the side. In fact, for you lefties out there, do the same thing on the right-hand side, which means that when I'm using it, I can place it however I want it to make use of it, or just toss it off to the side. Incredibly handy. Now, there is just the slightest bit of texture. You can't feel with your fingers, but as I'm drawing on it, just enough resistance where it really feels like I'm drawing. But it's just been incredible. I don't know if it's it's probably a combination of everything I just mentioned, but this spring I've been working on both storyboarding The Walking Dead, a bunch of commercials, and a Netflix film at the same time. So I've been working day and night. I don't think I could have done all that without having this unit. So I really can't recommend it enough. Even when I'm editing, I just throw it up, and now I've got this gorgeous screen to edit with. It's that easy. So I highly recommend picking one of those up, but get your own, because this one's never leaving my office. Enjoy.